The following is a presentation of the Mat Talk Podcast Network. It's time for the Guillotine Grapevine, a podcast for the land of 10,000 wrestlers. 10,000 wrestlers. Now, here's your host, award-winning wrestling broadcast journalist, Jason Bryant.
The Guillotine Grapevine again on location. This time we are in Tampere, Finland at the 2017 United World Wrestling Junior World Championships. I'm here doing the broadcast for United World Wrestling and a special guest today who has got a Minnesota background. He is from Poland, Andrzej Supron. He is a Olympic silver medalist and multi-time world medalist in 1979, world champion in Greco-Roman wrestling. Andrzej, welcome to the program.
Very welcome. Thank you very much for the invitation.
So, Bill May, who was on the last episode of the Guillotine Grapevine, we were talking at the European Junior Championships about his background, and he said, hey, you need to talk to this guy, and he's pointing at you and says, you've got quite a background in Minnesota wrestling, coming over in the 1970s and working with Dan Chandler, Pat Marcy, and that crew. Let's just start with, one, your background, how you got involved in wrestling, and then how you came to the U.S. to help train with the United States team back in the day.
Yeah, this is a long time ago. Especially, I love this time because I was so young. I've been first time in the United States. I met some American wrestlers. We tried to teach the American wrestling for the Greco. I know the Freestyle is a very popular collision, and some others, but Minneapolis was the first point for Greco in U.S. That's we're so proud that we help a little bit for this kind of wrestling for the Greco, and especially that's what I said. I was so young, and Dan Chandler, Pat Marcy, as guys, I was wrestled with him. I was trained with them, I met some very old Polish people, and I met some nice girls. We were leave sometimes in the Polish, not American people, just the house, We have a very, very nice relationship. Wow, that's when we left, we cry, something like that. It was like one big family. Wow, that was a really great time.
How often did you guys bring the team over to Minnesota to train?
Well, for us was a new experience. First time to United States. We heard we know a lot about U.S. but from TV, movie, but never of my eyes. We see first time New York and then American style. For us was very interesting, and especially the U.S. wrestlers was very friendly, just like. That's what I said, like a family. I moved back many times. The governor of Minnesota State make for a Polish Olympic team everyone honorary citizen. I'm honorary citizen, That's a great honor to be. And I've been back many times to United States as a great country. My son right now, the first one, the older one is U.S. citizen. Then I have still relation. My granddaughter born in the U.S. Well, many things. And we wrestled together. And I said very talented people, very talented wrestler start Greco in U.S. It was fantastic. We just see on our eyes like it's just like growing up the Greco wrestling. That was nice because that was a little bit our job. That's good. That was nice.
What were some of the main differences between Greco-Roman wrestling where you were growing up in Poland and how the American style was? What was something that the Americans are like, wow, why do you do it that way? And you guys learned from them or perhaps taught them how to do it correctly?
Especially they were so hungry for wrestling. Wow, this was all the time. Andy, show me this. Andy, look at this. That's okay. Show me once again. It was something amazing. They was really hungry to to learn wrestling, and they don't afraid, and then they try to move from every position. And just like the finger, just throw, wow. But this is the very important. In wrestling, you don't have to afraid. If you it's terrible, but they was, and that's what I love. That's why I love it. It's the American style is just like forward, you know. It's a forward. It doesn't matter. He's number 10, number 4, but he still is going like the best one, like a winner. This is the mentally, it's perfect. I try to explain to everyone, you have to believe that you're the best one. This is the American style. I like the system. If somebody say, hi, how you doing? Very friendly. Sometimes it's not really, because you ask old guy, how are you? Thanks, fine, great. But anyway, it's the motivation. It's not, oh my God, you know, wow, it's terrible. Jesus Christ, everything is... This is really terrible, I know. It's really fun. It's really nice. I'm a positive man. You know, I'm a positive man. I try to be open to the life. Just like American people. That's why I literally like it. And that's what I said. You know, I was young. Everything was nice. The meetings with friends. I remember one situation. We had a meeting with the Polish people. I said, Coach, you know, all the time we have a meeting with the Polish people. The guys invite me to some party. All right, Andy, go ahead. And I go to the guys, and I change my dress, and we move all together to the same Polish party. It was really nice. I spent a really, really nice time in the United States. Well, I wish you and the American guys. Oh, Ike Anderson, he's here, the coach. I was teaching him. We're really good friends. I all the time say hello to Isaac, hello to everyone. You know, I was coaching for Albany Club, Minneapolis, for the national team. I have really, really good relationship.
You know, back in that area, Alan Rice got things rolling with the Minnesota Wrestling Club, Minnesota Storm. What do you remember about meeting Alan for the first time?
Yeah, Alan was like a father for wrestlers, you know, for everyone. He was a great man. All the time I was hungry. All the time eat something, but but anyway, is a great coach, great man. That's what I said, just like a father.
Now, you have an interesting story in terms of in the United States. There is a lost Olympic team in 1980 because President Carter opted to boycott after the Russian invasion or the Soviet invasion of Afghanistan. You were on the other end of that. You took a silver in the 80 Olympics, and then in 84, you didn't go to Los Angeles, and you were kind of it was basically almost a retaliation of sorts for the Eastern Bloc. What was that situation like for you as an athlete towards the end of your career, having wrestled in 80 and not wrestling in 84?
I lost one more chance. We had some the same time we have some competitions like. Well, it's friendly, something like that, you know. I won there. That was very tough, you know. Every wrestler was a European champion, a world champion, or medalist, or some big competition, you know. But it's only for us. But some guy who won over there. It was Finland guy. I beat him very easy. It's probably I lose one more chance for an Olympic medal. Well. This is the very bad if the politic, you know, make something in the sport. The sport try to, I don't know how to say English, to like weapons for some politics, games, you know, sport.
Sport should not be a pawn in politics.
That's right. That's why. That's what I like to say. No, this is the terrible. Sport is totally different part of life. Sport is this is the system to you know, many years ago when it was the games the war was stopped for the game time, but now for the game time the war is start. This is the totally different. It's terrible. No, well, I also was so sorry for the first of all for my American friends that they couldn't come to Moscow. But after 4 years, they say, Andrzej, sorry of you. Well, that's the life, but anyway, I don't like it.
How hard was it to be an athlete in that era with, the political state was we're going to side with the Soviets and the other communist countries? I mean, it's not your politics. How did that affect the Polish athletes, not just wrestling, but as a whole?
Well, for athletes it was a little bit different situation. The world was open for us. We had some totally different situation. We have moved for whole world. The communist bloc was just for average people, not for us. But anyway, if you move back home, you feel everything like badly things of this situation. Well, but anyway, the life is very interesting for me. I live in the two systems. I live in 2H. I live 2,000 years. I lived in Polish pop. It's a great time because if you want to say that somebody is fat, you have to put the slim one. Now I can say what it was good or was bad, because I've been in both situations.
How has wrestling changed since the fall of the Berlin Wall and the breakup of the Soviet Union for Poland? And we've got a lot more countries that have popped up, the former Soviet republics, that are very good wrestling countries in both Greco and Freestyle. How has this impacted the Polish Wrestling Federation and how wrestling is viewed in Poland?
Well, I tell you, the problem right now for wrestling, for every sport, is the power. Power came to sport. This is the badly things what we got in some other sports, because the power push out the technique, the balance, everything beauty in a sport. Well, we're looking for some better way, but before was a little bit. We're looking all the time for something better for wrestling. Before was 3 rounds for 3 minutes. After 1 round, 5 minutes. Now it's 2-3 minutes. Looking for something, but too much change. The rules. The mentally people is, if I don't understand, I'm not interesting for. And Greco, you just wrestle from opposition from the waist right to up, and then it's for freestyle. You can grab legs, hang legs, and the whole body is swung. It's much easier style. It's much easier style, But I know the rules right now is better than before. I mean, before a few years ago. What can I say? I don't like to say, well, when I was wrestle. But it's true. When I was wrestle, we make a lot of points. I remember the fight when we don't have a limit, 12 points. And 10 points and finish was at 15, 12. Now it's 8, 10, 8. I won matches 34 points. It was amazing. If you see the matches right now. But everyone was so strong, but that was the natural power, not the power in the weightlifting, This is the totally different. Well, but what can I say? No, we're waiting for better. Anyway, this now is much better. It's more points. That's what we're looking for our sport.
Let's go back in time a little bit. 1979, you won a world championship. You have 4 silver medals and a bronze and your Olympic silver medal. What's it like for you? What did it mean for you and your country when you won a world championship in 1979?
I all the time say it's a lucky country for me. I get a gold medal. And what? Well, it's a great feeling, if you stay over top and you heard your anthem. You see how going to be in home. Everybody will coming to you. Congratulations, you're great. It's amazing. You know, I wish to everyone just once to be top and listening the anthem, national anthem. This is the moment you can change for any money. You know, just stressful, hold your body. Whoa. It's really, really nice. Well, this was a good competition for me. I won every match. It's easy, you know. I don't lose the points. When the American people call them, because I have some hip lock, it's special for myself, and they call it's a Supron lock. Yeah, they call Supron lock, and the international rules. Some movies it get the name of from the name of the man, like Jaksarov, Volchev, and also Supron lock. That's nice. I like it.
When you go back and look at the Greco-Roman wrestlers from the United States over the years, who is your favorite wrestler from the U.S. to watch?
Well, I like that's what we talked before, that they very open. They want to, they're hungry for wrestling, good balance, good move.
But who did you like? What wrestler did you like watching the most?
Well, it's not easy to say because everyone was something different. I forgot the name. He was wrestling 52 kilos. He was so elastic, so balanced. Because in wrestling, the very difficult to learn. Sometimes it's impossible when you make a counter. He was so elastic. If you move him, hop, he counter. You know. I forgot his name. My time, 52 kilos. White guy. Well, he was a great. He doesn't want to world champion, but the matches was amazing. Blatnik, I like Blatnik because he was a heavyweight, and we know he was sick. But wow, he was so hungry on the practice. Wow, all the time. Andy, come on. Show me again. Oh, my God, like a 52 kilos. It's tough to say exactly this guy or this guy.
Here in Tampere, we've got a pretty big crowd here. A lot of people in the United States, they favor freestyle because it's similar to our collegiate style. We're here in the Nordic countries, and there wasn't a whole lot of a crowd for freestyle. Now there's a big crowd for Greco-Roman. What is it about European countries why they love Greco so much?
Well, because the Greco was first. You know, Greco was first. After a few years, they tried to took some regional wrestling. You know, just folklore wrestling. They want to take to the wrestling and make a freestyle. It's like our younger brother. Yeah, but the freestyle, it's much easier to learn, you know, to practice, and that's why you make this in school. That's what I try to do right now. I'm looking way to put the wrestling to the school program because it's the one of the best sport for kids. For kids, it's very safety sport, you know, and. This is the way. All the time I say, look, in the United States, the wrestling in the school. Why? Not because they love this, you know, but because they know this is the best one for the body educated, you know, for everything. That's why you much more forward. But freestyle, that's what I say. It's much easier to learn. Much easier. Anyway, the girls will start from Greco, and then change for the easier. For the freestyle. But I know that you start Greco again. I talked to Dan Chandler. Well, maybe I'll try to in Poland.
Maybe you'll end up in Minnesota coaching with Chandler again. Now, what with your career, once you got done wrestling, you finished up, last world appearance was 1985. What did you go on to? I understand Bill was telling me you were on doing some television and making some appearances. Were you kind of a big deal in Poland?
Well, I'm a very busy man. I do everything, you know. But wrestling gave me everything, you know, position, money, friends, connection, you know, everything. I moved for whole war. I met very, very, very interesting people, actors, kings, our Paul Pop, gave me everything. And well, I can't stop. I all the time move something. I have a TV program. I play like a movie actor in some movies. Many things. I'm also commentator for WWE also.
Oh, you do the pro wrestling stuff. Ah.
But anyway, I love this. I don't know how to say English. About wrestling. The show. Wow, this is the amazing. That's what we have to do in wrestling.
So if you're in the WWE, you know that.
I know.
Chaz Betts is a Minnesotan.
I know, but Randy Couture. Randy Couture. He was a UFC. Yeah, UFC. But I coaching him. I met him in Las Vegas. Randy, you movie star right now. Oh, yeah. And Kurt Angle. Right now he's a general manager of Raw. Kurt Angle. But the wrestling, I know what kind of wrestling. Everybody asks me about it, really or not. One wrestler answer, I have 5 operation. And this is the really or not.
Andre, it's a pleasure talking with you. Thank you for the time. Enjoy the rest of the tournament.
I'd like to say all the best for your, I'll say English, the audience in radio. Yeah, for the wrestling. Yes. And hello for my friends in the United States. Especially for Minnesota State, my first place in the United States.
Support wrestling in the land of 10,000 wrestlers by subscribing to The Guillotine. 9 issues a year for just $20, the best value in Minnesota wrestling. Subscribe at theguillotine.com/subscribe.
This show is part of the Matt Talk Podcast Network. For more wrestling podcasts, head over to MattTalkOnline.com.